gotta follow that. Our film, Jay Kelly, is about a man of a certain age who's looking both forward and backward on his life. And receiving an honor like this, I find myself in a similar position. I've been thinking a lot about the people who I've collaborated with over the 30 years I've been doing this, those who've supported me both on and off camera, many who are in this room. Two of you up on the stage, I thank you for showing up for me always, and having the two of you introduce me, I know I've done something right. Although I still had to follow them. I was remembering in 1995 when my first movie, Kicking and Screaming, was given a slapdash release by a company called Trimark. And I was traveling down to Washington, D.C. for a Q&A at the Key Cinema. I was there early, and I stood outside the theater with a guy who ran the cinema, and as the movie finished, a woman came out and said to the man, "This has got to be the worst movie you have ever shown us. It was just awful." And then she looked at me and said, "Don't you agree?" And I said, "I thought it was okay." Why I couldn't commit one way or the other, just agreed with her fully, or told her I loved the movie, or told her to go fuck herself, I'm still figuring out to this day. I've been thinking about wisdom that I received when I was starting out. I think of Ethan Cohen, who, when I proudly told him I'd convinced some friends of mine to let me use their cat in my film, The Squid and the Whale, he took a pause and said firmly, "Hire a professional cat." To this day, that is the best piece of filmmaking advice I have ever received. I think of Peter Bogdanovich, who, when I said on the same movie, you know, Jeff Daniels is a wonderful actor, and he wants to play the part, and actually he's the only person who wants to play the part. But I have a hard time picturing him as a Jewish intellectual from Brooklyn. And Peter said, "Just do what Howard did with Carrie on Bringing Up Baby. Just put glasses on him." That's what I did with Ryan on What's Up, Doc? I just put glasses on him. That's all you have to do. I didn't put glasses on Jeff, but I had him grow a beard because I thought it felt more Jewish. I think of Mike Nichols, who said, "Every director needs a buddy." I think of all my buddies over all of the movies. Another piece of wisdom I got from Mike, which some of you might have benefited from tonight, was never check your parka at a rat fuck. I also think of my friend Brian De Palma, who said, "It had to be a long drill because it needed to go through her torso and through the floor." That's advice I've yet to take. I think of my contemporaries, those of us who started in the 90s and who are still going today, people who've inspired me and who have fostered a healthy or unhealthy competition depending on my mood. I think of the younger, exciting filmmakers who are coming up after me, whom I just find annoying. Except my wife. But kind of my wife, too. I thank everybody at the Gothams for this lovely honor. It's made all the more special because it's here in New York, where I grew up and where I live today.
Yeah, baby.
When I was a kid in Brooklyn, going to the movies at the Marlboro or the Duffield or the Fort Way or the Kenmore, or on special occasions when we traveled to Manhattan and went to the Coronet or the Baronet or the Cinema 1 and 2 or the Beekman, or the Regency, or the Waverly, or the Murray Hill, or the 8th Street Playhouse, or the Lowe's Astor, or the Ziegfeld. I dreamed that one day I could make movies. And of all the things that I hope might happen, and through some amazing combination of events came true, I think the thing that I'm most proud of is to be called a New York filmmaker. So I thank you for this. Thank you very much.